Here we go with the Tri-State Audi Knicks post-game show. The Knicks tonight on the road in Cleveland, down 15 with 9:41 to go, but Julius Randle ties the game at 91. 91 all, 123 to go. Darius Garland, his only three of the night. Cavs up 3. Knicks down 2, final 1.3. Julius Randle, desperation. That's it. Knicks lose by 2. Final count, 95-93. Great to have you with us from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito along with Alan Honeywell. Zerbiak, so much for the good luck orange tie.
Yep,
your orange tie worked yesterday. Mine did not tonight. You can try yours on Wednesday. You know what stands out? The Knicks from the line, guys, 11 of 21 from the free throw line.
Really
11 of 21. They just do a little bit better. They likely win this game.
Really, it's been an issue all year. It's not like this. You could sometimes you could isolate it.
It was going to come back to bite them.
But this really has been an issue for them all season, and that's a big part of it because I thought they gave a really good defensive effort in this game on a lot of possessions. I think the offense got away from them a couple of times, but while look, they got 26 points off turnovers in this game. They had 11 steals. They had Garland turning it over left and right. He had 6 turnovers. It just comes down to when you get to the free throw line, which the Cavs do not put teams at the line. They foul the least in the NBA, and you got them to foul you 18 times. You got to the line 21 times, and you were not able to take advantage of it. We can talk about last-minute shots and all that other stuff, but it does start with the free throws.
Yeah, that's huge. And, they've been trending, missing free throws, winning a few games when they missed those free throws, eking them out, but it was going to come back to get them one of these games, and it got them on this game. Because you said it, 19 turnovers they forced. Their effort on the defensive end of the floor was tremendous. Their game plan against Garland without Jarrett Allen in the lineup was huge. I thought they kind of neutralized Mobley a little bit, and they had a chance to win this basketball game. They really did down the stretch. The way they came those threes that Kevin Love hit them with a barrage with in the third quarter, that was a well-played, hard-fought basketball game by the Knicks. They just came up a little bit short, and this Cavs team, something special brewing with this Cavs.
Oh, yeah.
They know how to win close games. And Darius Garland, even though he didn't play well, he hit the big shot and had the clutch gene down the stretch.
No Lowry Markkanen tonight for the Cavs. No Jarrett Allen. But as Brandon Brown pointed out during the broadcast, a lot of the support players for Cleveland showed tremendous hustle, tremendous effort, and the Cavs were able to win. Allen, you look at this game. I mentioned off the top, the Knicks are down 15 with 9:41 to go, and yet they're able to fight back and make a game of it.
And that's what I think would make this game so maddening if you're on the coaching staff, you're anybody in the organization, because you're saying to yourself, boy, you gave yourself a chance to win on the road with work and hustle and shots like that by R.J. Barrett, who had another 20-point performance, 24 points, but even he left 5 points at the free throw line. How about Quentin Grimes off the bench, knocking down 4 threes and a couple of clutch ones as well? Like, it's just the way they played, you felt like they were playing hard enough to win. But some of these self-inflicted wounds, and this ties it right here at 91. It's the last field goal they made in the game. 2:28 to go. How many times we said that? Here's Garland's first and only three-pointer of the game in the corner in front of the Knicks bench, knocks it down. Now, here's the possession. What do you think of this, Wally? I think it's a good look.
I think it's a really good look. I mean, he could have put the ball
down
on the floor
one there for
and
RJ's three. Down
just
one.
Misses it left. Now
That's
here's
a good look.
Inbound, down 2.
Yeah.
That play didn't get anything.
Out of the timeout.
2 seconds left on the clock. You want to get something down 2, at least attacking the basket maybe. I understand going for a 3 on the road, trying to get out of there with a win with 1 shot, but why not attack the basket, try to get a foul, try to get something inside to get this game to overtime. That was a tough last play, put Randle in a really tough spot.
Now, it's interesting, we go to the play before that. Randle gave up the pass to RJ, and Barrett had a pretty good look.
Again, as we watched it, and it was a great camera angle to see it from his perspective, he just missed it left. It wasn't like it was short. It
would have gone
terrible
in.
Shot,
it wasn't
right?
short or long.
It looked like it was
left.
True. It just he sailed left. Was he off the line a little bit? Maybe.
He shot it in rhythm with confidence.
Yep.
You can't ask for any more. They came with a double team on Julius Randle. You get it to R.J. Barrett, who's been your clutch guy, your hot shooter for the last couple weeks. This is a good read by Randle. There comes Rondo over a little bit. Playing cat and mouse with Randle. He stunts. That's a wide open look. I mean, you can't. That's a good look. It just wavered a little bit off to the left, and they secured the rebound. That was the big shot, but I'll take that shot any day of the week, as far as down the stretch, in a shot you're looking for.
He was 1 for 3 from 3. up until that shot. So it wasn't like...
And when you look, could he have driven? But that strong side was stacked. There was 3 guys over there. So if he's going to drive, they're going to help. There's not an area really to pass the ball to over there. And Evan Mobley was sitting on the right block waiting to defend the rim. So there wasn't much else for RJ to do. I like that look. It was an open look. Rondo dared him to shoot it. And, you know, if he knocks it down, it's a different result.
Guys, game was tied at 50 at the half. Kevin Love doesn't play a lot, support player now at this point in his career, but boy, in the third quarter, Wally went for 14 points. Finished the game with 20. He hit 4 threes in that third quarter.
Yeah, and he rebounds the ball, too. Also got 11 boards off the bench. Nice little double-double. And they found something that really the Knicks couldn't answer in that third quarter. Noel guarding Kevin Love. That's a mismatch with his ability to knock down shots on the perimeter. Then they started running those pick and pop, pick and rolls. And the Knicks bigs are trained to suck into the paint and defend the rim. And that kind of left Kevin Love wide open. And when he gets going, he's 6'9", 6'10", with a high release. When he gets that shot up, it's tough to contest, tough to defend, and tough to get out to him. And that really hurt the Knicks. But I give them a ton of credit to fight back in this game because that third quarter really was going the wrong direction the way Kevin Love was lighting them up.
Yeah, it felt like a couple of moments in that second half were let go of the rope moments, right? There were a couple of times where you could see it if you were, you know, if they were another team built a different way.
No, it was
maybe
good
it's like
effort
not
to
our
come back.
night, but kept fighting back, kept fighting back. Yeah, Cavs were also without some key players, especially Jared Allen, who can make such a big difference in this game. They still lost the rebounding battle, which for the Knicks lately has been rare. They've been excellent on the glass, but they were not in this game. But it just comes down to what we've been saying in a lot of these games, the late game execution. Your last field goal was with 2.5 minutes to go. You had the ball. A couple of shots. The RJ Barrett 3 was a good look. It just didn't go in. That last possession, I understand, is under 2 seconds left. That didn't result in anything that was a possible chance to take a good-looking shot.
A couple other storylines. Kemba Walker didn't play yesterday, started tonight, 8 points. Evan Fournier up and down tonight with only 7. Emmanuel quickly played the entire fourth quarter with Quentin Grimes, and quickly from the floor, only 1 out of 10. But Wally, Grimes played really well. Obi Toppin, by the way, also played well with 13, and Grimes had 12.
Yeah, and it's just strange the way, you know, Alec Burks all of a sudden can't find his shot. He was 0 for 4, didn't score. But then other guys step up off the bench. That's what's great about that bench unit. They just play as a team. They play with so much passion. Grimes had 0 points in the first half. He came up huge in that second half. And he earned minutes guarding Garland. That's why he was on the floor. And you know he can knock down those threes. He hit some big ones in that second half.
Late third quarter, got it back.
4 threes that he knocked down, some in the fourth quarter, late in the third quarter to kind of get the Knicks back into the game. They attack Garland, too. There you see Garland, who's guarding Grimes. Don't let Garland just take time off on the defensive end of the floor. Make him work, make him run through screens. Quentin Grimes with that big 3 in the corner. Big-time effort by him. His defense was phenomenal. I like when he can guard point guards because he has size and strength. So he can handle those pick and rolls. He can muscle through those pick and rolls. And once he squares up a guard, his size really bothers them. I think he's a guy that is coming a long way, and you can see why Tom Thibodeau loves him because of his versatility on the defensive end of the floor.
Trust factor.
Yes.
In the rookie, a trust factor.
He trusts the rookies over Kemba and Evan Fournier. Yeah. They didn't see the floor in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Quickly might not have made any shots, but his defense was very good. And that's, again, you can switch a lot with those two back there on the guards, and that's why he was out there on the floor.
Quickly still has to make some shots. He's out on the floor to make some shots.
He took one of the late possessions was a 3 by him, a deep 3 by him that was a bit ill-advised, and that one missed badly. And again, that's where I go back to
1 for 10 is tough to overcome.
Valuing those late possessions. But Grimes is continuing to grow into somebody that Tom Thibodeau trusts late in games. As Wally mentioned, the defense that he can bring on 1 basically through 4. He can switch anything. And the fact that he's cool enough to knock down a corner 3, knock down some 3s when the ball comes his way, that's what makes him a specialist.
3 and D.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
The definition.
By the way, no Cam Reddish tonight. Did not play. DNP-CD. Did not play. Coach's decision. I know a lot about those from my days.